What's going on, guys? Samuel reviews here. I recently just saw Annabelle Comes Home. Is it any good? Is this another hit or a miss in the Conjuring universe? Well, let's find out. So Annabelle Comes Home is directed by Gary Doberman and stars McKenna Grace, Madison Iseman, Kay Selfie, Patrick Wilson, and Viv Mega, among many others. And this film, I believe, takes place between the first two Conjuring movies. And we see Annabelle end up sent to a long off-as room after the events of the previous movies. And then suddenly Annabelle awakens the evil spirits of the room, who all sets their sights on the new target, now as the Warren's 10-year-old daughter, played by McKenna Grace. That's basically the story of the movie. Annabelle awakens once again and sets sights in this house. Like, it's kind of in mostly one place, so... No, I was actually quite curious when Annabelle Comes Home. The last Annabelle movie actually really surprised me, even though the first one was pretty bad. This one, the McCready was actually pretty good, honestly, and the trailers were actually pretty interesting, actually. I was definitely very curious to see what they're going for with the sequel, so I was definitely quite curious to see what they're going to do with this movie. And mostly in the Warren scandal was definitely a pretty interesting touch. And the Conjuring universe has definitely so far been kind of hit or miss for me. Like, I mean, the first two films are fantastic, excellent creation, but a couple of the most recent ones have definitely been lackluster at best and forgettable at worst. So I was hoping it would be like 4 for 3 now. Unfortunately, it isn't. Unfortunately, like Annabelle Comes Home isn't a terrible movie, honestly. Like, it isn't bad. It's definitely much better than a couple of the recent movies we have gotten. But for me, it's just alright, honestly. And I probably really want to like the movie more than I should. There were moments of potential here, but yeah, I really wish I liked this movie more than I did. Again, there are some things that I still like about Annabelle Comes Home. For one, the performances. The acting, everybody does try, everybody does great, and they do their best what they give. Like, especially when the Warrens who are in the movie much as you think, which is honestly kind of, because this really isn't the movie, so it's definitely not a huge issue. But they're definitely great for what the screen time they have to do, and McKenna Grace was also pretty great as well. She's an actress that I've really been into since Gifted 2017. After that, I've been interested in seeing what's actually doing. Pretty much every movie I've seen her in, she at least gives a good performance, and this is no exception. She definitely does give a great performance. I'm very excited to see what she'll do in the future. And also the babysitter character, despite her character not being that great, she was great as well. Her friend was also great as well. They do something very interesting with that friend character. And honestly, I wish it was kind of explored more, honestly, but when they went through, it was actually pretty interesting. And honestly, it kind of made me that she ended up being the main character, honestly. And I'll get a little more into that in a little bit, but in terms of acting, everybody was great. Everybody was fantastic. Fantastic. And there's definitely some moments that were definitely funny as hell, especially this one comic relief character that appears every now and then. I thought he had some good moments. And there were definitely some good tension-filled and creepy moments. And like I mentioned, there were some moments that felt tension, like I mentioned, with that certain character's backstory, like I mentioned earlier. And a lot of the costume and visual design, especially on Annabelle and how things looked, was actually pretty good. Like, it definitely, even the cinematography was actually pretty good as well, not gonna lie. And there definitely were some very creepy moments. Like, there are some great aspects to me that I do like and even love, honestly. There were definitely great moments of potential, and probably great moments of a great movie here somewhere. But overall, there's basically one big, glaring issue that really brings down Annabelle Comes Out. And that is the fact this movie is weighed down by the typical, boring, generic, and obvious jump scares. Now, I don't know if I've said this before, but jump scares can be scary. They can be scary. I mean, hell, James Wan has done a great job with using jump scares to affect the movie. Like, plus when you use jump scares, you basically have to use them sparingly and not like overdo it. And that's basically what a lot of horror films suffer from, overusing jump scares. Because they can just get like a quick scare out of people, and they can actually just scare them instead of just building tension really creeping you with certain things. They just want to just boo, boo, boo. Because that's what most people want horror movies, and they don't get money anyway, so we'll just keep doing it. So, and that really sucked on it, because this movie had a lot of good tension and creepy filled moments that, if it wasn't like ruined by a jump scare, it actually would have been interesting. Actually, but that's really the overall glaring issue here, is that the jump scares are really bringing this movie down so much. And I wish horror movies, like, if you use jump scares, use them effectively, don't overuse it, and use it sparingly. Yeah, like, actually trying to build tension, actually trying to use different types of scares. Don't just do the jump scare, think that'll just get a reaction out of somebody. Like, you get startled, but you won't get scared. Like, there's a difference between being startled and being scared. But that's really the overall big glaring issue with this movie, and what brings this movie down. Probably the most disappointing aspect that it goes for that route. This is also the issue that with the other two Conjuring movies had, is that they overuse jump scares, and it sucks that this movie is not going for this route, which is very disappointing. And there are definitely some other problems with movies though. Like, there's some stupid decisions that do happen that bother me. And as I mentioned before, there's this one girl character, like the best friend, the babysitter, where there was very interesting on the direction they're going for. They actually kind of give like a little backstory involving her father. And honestly, it probably made me wish that she was the main character, honestly. I mean, so much they don't really go through much with doing, but sometimes made me wish they kind of went for that storyline a lot more. And I really wish they ended up making her the main character, because the actual babysitter character is just pretty generic, one-dimensional. So they don't really do much, just your typical generic horror babysitter character. I mean, Manchester Player was good, but her character not so much. But her best friend definitely had some interesting aspects. I just wish they don't explore more, but I wish they could end up making her the main character. Because that would have made some interesting stuff, honestly. And I mentioned, well, some here was good, some really fell flat on its face, and a lot of characters aren't really that interesting or developed, and they're very lacking. And of course, because of the jump scares, like, the film really isn't that scary. And again, this movie had a lot of potential to be interesting. It had potential in some aspects, a lot to be scary and to be pretty good, but it just doesn't go for it, which is, again, disappointing. So overall, Annabelle Comes Home, like, this isn't a bad movie. I don't think this movie was bad. It was just alright. But I really wanted to love this movie. I don't say I wanted to love it. I wanted to like this movie a lot. I was hoping this would be at least better than the previous two Conjuring movies we've gotten. I mean, it kind of is better than those two Conjuring movies, The Nun and The Curse of La Llorona. But it's still not a good movie, honestly. Like, it does have some good aspects too. It does have some great aspects, some moments of great potential. But the potential is pretty much squandered by the typical, boring, generic jump scares that are pretty obvious, and scares that just gets a mile away, and they ruin a lot of the stuff that they go for here. Yeah, so I don't know if I would recommend you check this out. Like, maybe have some more fun than I did, honestly, but for me, I was kind of disappointed and definitely lackluster entry. And it's definitely a very lackluster entry in the Conjuring universe. I was hoping this would be another entry, but also nah. Like, maybe check it out, but there are better horror movies. Like, I don't recommend you check out the remake of Child's Play, honestly. I think it's a much better film, honestly. So that being said, I'm going to give Annabelle Comes Home a 50 of 100. That is a solid C+. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed my review of Annabelle Comes Home. If you have seen this movie, feel free to let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Did you like and enjoy this movie as much as I did, or are you just as disappointed didn't find it as good as I was? Feel free to let me know in the comment section down below, and pretty soon I will also have my ranking for the Conjuring movies coming very soon, so be on the lookout for that. I also have a lot more reviews coming very soon, and I'll have a couple more singing videos. I don't know I've been liking on the singing videos, honestly, but I'll have a couple more coming this week, so be on the lookout for that. As always, thank you so much for watching. I honestly truly do appreciate it. If you haven't already, be sure to like this video, be sure to share, be sure to subscribe, be sure to follow all my social media sites. All links written down below. I am Samuel World from Samuel Reviews. I'll see you next time, and as always, stay cool. That's it. Peace.